card is not just for layers. Let me show you how. Let's get crafting. Possibly the most used way for card is as a layer. But today I'm going to change that and I'm going to create my card using a stencil. So today's card will be a 5x7" card. I don't use stencils very often, so today I'm going to show them some love. So here I'm just preparing my stencil using some low-tack tape and some masking tape. I'm popping it over my black card and I'm just sticking the tape to my worktop. I've got my clear ink to use on my stencil. I'm also taking my anti-static bag, which I am just going to rub over the stencil, swooshing it around so it will get through to the black card. I'm then going to pick up my ink pad. Now there are two ways you can do this. You can either pop your ink pad straight over the top of your stencil, or you can take a little finger dauber like I'm doing here, popping it over my ink pad and getting through the stencil using my little dauber like so. I find this is the easiest way and I realise I get a better coverage by using my finger dauber, but either way is okay. Once you've got yourself a good coverage of ink, remove the stencil from your black card, and this is where the fun begins. So I've popped myself a little piece of paper onto my desk just to catch the little bits of embossing powder. I've then taken some sweet Dixy orange brown embossing powder. I did get a little bit ahead of myself here, so I've sprinkled the embossing powder over the ink and I'm just popping the remaining powder back into my jar before it blows away. Next, I heated up my heat tool for 20 to 25 seconds and then I popped it over my embossing powder, and here is the finished result. I will share my finished cards with you at the end of my video. Now on to my next technique. Here I've taken myself a piece of black card and I've cut it down to create a 5x7" card. Next, I'm taking this gorgeous blue mirror card and I'm going to pop it over the top of my black base card. So here I am using my high tack tacky glue, just going around the edge with the glue, and then I will pop this down on top of my base card. So here I am going to take my mirror card, line it up and just get that sitting perfectly on top of my card. How sparkly and shiny does that look? I've taken this floral image from my colouring book and I've coloured it in using my watercolour pencils. I will share all of my cards at the end of my video. So for my final technique, I have taken a piece of my black card and I'm just popping my anti-static bag over my card. I've then taken this lovely Aster stamp and I'm just placing this into my stamping platform. Next, I've taken my Versamagic Cloud White ink and I'm just inking up my stamp, giving it a good covering of my ink. Then I will place the stamping platform over the top of my black card and ink the black card. I will go over this a few times with my ink to get a lovely clear image. So here is my stamped image. I've now taken some of my gel pens, and what I would like to do is start colouring in the lovely asters using a variety of colours. So first of all, I'm going to start with my gorgeous pink pen, and I'm just taking this to one of the flowers, and I'm just going around the flower using the gel pen. Now then, I'm not too worried if I tend to go over the white of the stamped image, as you will see a little bit later in the video where I show you how to get the white of the flower back again onto my black card. So I will continue on with my gel pens using a variety of colours. So I've finished all of my colouring using my gel pens. I've now taken the white gel pen, and all I am doing is going round the edge of each of the flowers with my white pen, just to bring back the definition of my flower. Let's take a look at some finished cards. I've used a stencil and some embossing powder to create my background, and finished off with an embossed vellum flower and my coloured sentiment. Here I've used the black cardstock as my base card, popped over some blue shiny mirror card and a colourful floral image using my watercolour pencils. To finish off, I've popped a simple with love sentiment and some gems. The final card was using the aster flower, which I stamped in cloud white and coloured the flower in with my gel pens. I then finished the card with the white sentiment, sent with love, and scattered gems around the card. If you like my video, please consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Do check out more of my videos. Until the next time, happy crafting, have a wonderful day, see you soon, and bye bye for now.